everybody, and welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara.
And I am Brownie.
What is going on, everybody? Oh, man. So what a fun, busy week it's been. So we just had some fun with holiday Legos.
Yep.
Kara, take a second to talk about what'd you get?
I got the Elf Club. Or, what was it? Clubos de los Elfos.
That's what the name of the kit is Elf Club.
Yeah, it's the Elf Club.
Yeah, it's the Elf
Funny.
Club.
Like Santa would even give his elves a club.
Please, the elves need to relax at the end of a hard day and have a nice hot cup of chocolate.
Yep.
Ridiculous.
Smoke
Anyway,
some peppermint sticks.
If the Air Force made you live on base, wouldn't you want to have a Parachute Packers Club?
they have an NCO club, and I never go.
Are you an NCO?
I am.
Then why don't you go to the club?
Because I don't like other people.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Jeremy hates people.
Well, I do, but...
Thanks for watching, everybody.
I like people.
Would you go to the NCO club?
No, because I got Chip now.
Well, that... Hit Chip excuse button. Chip excuse button.
Yep.
Put the emoji down.
Here's the thing. If I wasn't married, yeah, I'd go.
What if you were married? What are you saying? You're saying
Then
that
no, I wouldn't go.
it's not a club to meet people for...
But isn't it though?
No!
Isn't it though?
It's a place to socialize, and everybody ends up
And
usually...
let's say I was in Jeremy's position where I could become an officer. Just go and, rub shoulders with some people and,
Oh, that sounds horrible. Anybody else think rubbing shoulders sounds horrible?
I thought it was rubbing elbows.
Yeah, rub elbows, rub shoulders. Women get closer than men, apparently.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So
Rubbing collarbones with the stars.
Right? So, no, watching Kara build this Lego build, she just had so much fun. It's unbelievable. She was just, look at the Mr. Gnome over there.
You pointed to the wrong side.
Look at Mr. Gnome over there. Oh, that thing, he's huge. What'd you name him?
What was his name? Is it Snowy Sam?
Snowy Sam, yeah.
I think that's the name he came with. He's adorable. I love him.
That's super funny. Look at how festive it is. But anyway, so this week, Kara wanted to get this elf thing, and then we built a wreath for the Brickable Lego channel, which was really fun. It feels good to get some Lego content done.
Yeah.
No, it was really, really fun. So next thing's next. I'm a gamer. You all know that I am a gamer, okay? So I hit the Chip button. I have a lot of responsibility with Chip too. And so Kara is like, I'm done with Chip. I'm gonna go do my own thing. I'm gonna go do Christmas shopping. You can watch Chip. I'm gonna go get food.
I had to do shopping for Chip's birthday, which is next week.
Is it though? Is it?
Pretty sure, yes. I birthed the child almost a year ago.
So
I thought you were going to say all by myself.
Well, I mean, Jeremy was there for moral support, but I'm pretty sure I did all the work.
I think the doctors did all the work.
Did they though? They were there to help and make sure things went smoothly. But
they were key after the fact. They did save her.
they did.
But anyways, so I needed something to do while I was watching Chip, because I like to clean and organize, and I have been on a dishwashing streak. We've talked about this before.
Yep.
So, and I'm using my thing. I use up my first full
Ladies,
bottle.
be jealous.
Oh, no. Well, I've only been doing it for like a month, so don't be jealous until a month ago. Anyways, so you know who, Smart Devices, you guys know who we have at our house anyways. She has an interactive like D&D style game. And I've done this before. So I was going to ask you, Chris, in a normal D&D campaign, what happens when someone's character dies?
You're out.
Dead.
Dead?
Yep.
Do you like heckle from the grave?
There's a certain amount of overkill that has to happen. So if your HP reaches 0,
yeah.
you have 3 attempts to make what are called stabilizing rolls.
Okay.
So if you stabilize, you stay at 0 HP.
That totally makes sense.
If you don't stabilize, you go to -1 HP. And then I think if you go to -10, you die. Like you're totally dead.
So you can get like
other characters can use their actions to stabilize you.
Can they use like a healing potion on you?
Yeah. So the thing is too, so it's like normally if you go down, you're going down during combat. And the way that Dungeons and Dragons breaks up combat is each person's turn is 6 seconds. So everything that you can do it has to be conceivably done within the span of 6 seconds.
Like action wise.
So
you can't so let me just clarify it. So swinging a sword, you don't have 6 seconds to roll the die and get your turn done.
Oh yeah. The actions that you're rolling for are represented in a theoretical window of 6 seconds.
So it's like a Bulbasaur in Pokemon, right?
Okay.
A sword attack is plausibly done way less than 6 seconds. But like Bulbasaur uses Solar Beam, he'll charge up and then blast.
Okay.
Like you can't just summon a massive fireball and keep growing and growing and growing for 30 seconds and then throw it in the same turn.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly it. So normally it's broken down into a movement action, a combat action, and a bonus action.
So like
And you're
theoretically,
supposed to theoretically get all that done in 6 seconds.
oh man,
Yeah.
from the sounds of it, I really need to play D&D. And here's why I'm just picturing now. So you could have like an archer on your team that has healing arrows, right? And it's plausible for him to shoot you with one in less than 6 seconds. That's totally plausible.
Yep, that would probably take his full action though.
But if you roll a 1, he could obliterate you on accident and then you're totally dead, right? Like,
Oh, definitely. I've had situations like that before.
that is so funny. So anyways, what makes me mad, and it's the same thing when I started playing Dark Souls, is that I played through the game and I was just getting beat and I wasn't getting the mechanics and I wasn't like getting into the spirit of the game. And I had tried this little like it talking D&D campaign on you know who, and I just was like, oh, I like went into the dungeon and then I fought and then I lost and then I was dead and the game was over. I was like, this is really dumb. So today I basically went through the same thing. I went into this town and I went into this dungeon and then I get like 4 rooms in. I kill one guy and then I'm fighting this ghost and I get down to 1 HP and I was like, this is really ridiculous. So then I'm like, I'm gonna try and run, and I won all my rolls, which was very satisfying to leave and escape. I got all the way back to town. And I was actually building my character. What they had you do for your character build was you roll like how many ever 6-sided dice, and then you only omit the smallest ones. I think you do 4, and then you the 3 that add up is your stats for that thing. Well, I got 16 on my last roll, and I had assigned a category, so the only category I hadn't assigned was charisma. So like off the off chance, I got like my best stat for my character is charisma, and I'm like, who wants high charisma? Because I've always played Skyrim and Oblivion, and I never put anything into charisma. I wanted strength so I can carry
That's
stuff
obvious.
and loot. You're so funny. Oh my goodness. So in this game, I have super high charisma, and anyways, I get back to town, and all the townsfolk are like, oh, you're doing such a good job battling the dungeon people for us. Come back to the temple, we'll heal you. So I get like star treatment when I roll into town. Everybody's giving me like health and helping me out. And then when I had to roll for my hit points, I had gotten the charisma. Even you know who was like, oh, you're so charismatic. Here's 5 extra dice to roll for your health. So I was like, dang, this charisma's really paying off.
Yeah,
Like,
Jeremy charisma
dang.
really does.
I wonder if you could like just swoon all the ghosts or whatever. Like you could do that in a real D&D campaign, right?
So I think it's real funny because when you kill like a ghost or whatever,
Reptile Man, Skeleton, and Ghost are who I've come across. So
but
far.
I'm not talking about Reptile Man right now. So when Jeremy kills the ghost, it says the ghost is dead. I thought ghosts were always dead.
I guess they're not undead either, are they? Well, their spirit is now dead. You've completely rent them from existence.
And then the other one is skeleton. You go up and loot the dead skeleton.
Well, I also looted the ghost.
So
and you said that was
skeletons are
hilarious.
undead, so I think that counts as re-killing them.
I just think it's funny because like when you see a skeleton, you're like, well, that person's obviously dead.
The person is dead, but the skeleton's alive.
Can you imagine if you found a skeleton of whatever, and all of a sudden it starts getting up and like coming at you, like, I'm gonna get you.
That would be mortifying.
Skeletons to me are one of the coolest. You know, poop on zombies, Chris. Skeletons are awesome, and they're not
Yeah,
zombies.
well, no, I like zombies. I just don't like the way that people classify zombies.
That's right. So, but like, you know, even like, and think of all the appearances. Skeletons were like one of the first stop motions in major motion pictures, right?
Yeah, Jason and the Argonauts or whatever, maybe.
And then, of course, they're in Minecraft. I mean, how cool is a skeleton Lego? They're just a cool thing that they like move around and, you know, Mr. Bones. You know,
How do you do, Mr. Bones?
they're the pinnacle of anatomy classes. You got the classic skeleton there. Kara, what'd you name your skeleton for your class?
Leonard Bones McCoy.
Bones
Funny.
McCoy. So I just really enjoy.
He was the doctor too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's funny.
Yeah.
I really had fun. So here was a couple of the things that I ran into. The monsters crit way too many times. So they kept rolling 20. And it was like, oh, it rolled 20. It takes away some of your stats permanently for a while. So my dexterity
Permanently for a while.
temporarily lowered your stats, which it felt permanently. And so they rolled my dexterity down from 16 to 13. And then I got hit again with a critical hit.
Poor Jeremy.
And I had already went back into town and stocked up on a couple potions. So here I am chugging potions again. But luckily I was getting good hits for the heal, how much they healed. But the whole rolling aspect is just really fun.
It adds a stress layer.
It does. It's really, really fun. The fact that I've heard it I landed 20, right? And, because you could say you're going to do a backflip across a ravine and throw a key into a lock at 100 meters away, but it's only going to work right if you roll a 20 and then the guy does.
Yeah. Well, so in that situation, first of all, the DM would probably be like, do you even have a conceivable chance of doing this based on your character?
Right.
And then they'll probably have you roll an acrobatics check.
Yep, that makes sense.
And make sure that you're and then they would probably set that at probably a 18 or something. So if you can beat an 18, then it'll be successful. And then if you don't do that, something comically horrible will happen to you.
So what kind of character would you have to be to do something like that? Would you like a wizard? Would a wizard be able to do that?
No,
Well, a wizard would just use mage hand and just have it push it over there and do it out of the lock.
So you
I
have to be
literally
like a
have done
gymnast?
that.
A gymnast cat.
Probably, yeah.
The Khajiit has the wares. So anyways, so back to the little game I was playing. And so they were rolling a lot of 20s, which was really frustrating on my end.
I was doing my makeup upstairs and they were rolling crit hits. And every single time Jeremy was like, what? Come on. Every time. I'm
well,
I have a quick side story actually. So when I was crashing at my sister's house, I'd be playing Diablo with Tony.
Yep.
And so the game, it's medium difficulty. It's not the world's hardest game, but it's not crazy easy.
Yeah.
But sometimes bosses and uniques will just have super, super cheap moves and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so for the most part, we couldn't hear each other because I was in the basement, they were upstairs. And every now and then they'd hear me go, God, are you kidding me? And then Gwen would text me, she's playing Diablo again.
That's hilarious. Yeah, you can't hear the common, talking, but yeah, the spikes.
Yep.
That's so good. That's how Kara is when she plays Sekiro. But yeah, so they were rolling those, which is really annoying. And then the health pools were interesting. So the ghost was reasonable. He was 11 or 12. The skeleton was very similar. And then this reptile man had 29. And he had 12 armor. So I had to do a hit check. So even in order to see whether your attack lands or fails, you have to get a 12 or higher. And I didn't have any modifiers. So it was I'd get 9, I'd get 4, I'd get 8, I'd get, I couldn't land these attacks and I'm defending and defending and defending and defending. But it is really, really, it was actually really fun. And I can multitask while doing it. I can be cleaning up, putting Chip's toys away and doing dishes and stuff, and then just talking back and forth. But I really wish I had a little piece of graph paper to remember the routes in the maze, because I can't just say, go back to town. I have to actually say, okay, I'm going south and then south. And luckily, that didn't get me started. So I went north. Boy, this is bad. I went north, west, west, north, north, right? So when I leave, I just go south, south, east, east, south, okay? Kara comes in, and I respect Kara, so I let her normally have an input. So I come in, and I'm going back in from town after they praised me, which felt really good. That really stroked my ego. It really did. It made my day.
And then he ran into the reptile man that spanked him.
So Kara, I go in, and I go north, and then I go west, and then Kara's like, oh, go east.
No, he looks at me and asks me which way he should go. And so I'm like, east.
So I go east, and here's what was frustrating. I just came from a room that had nobody in it, and I go, and then so it goes, oh, you ran into a lizard man walking the hallways. It's of course I did. Of course he's walking around.
And that started the beginning of his bad luck, because he ran into the lizard man, then he ran into a ghost, and then he ran into a skeleton, and then he ran into another lizard man.
And then there was one of the rooms I cleared had a normal chest in it. I tried to both pick it, failed, and then pry it open are the only two options. And if you go back to do it again, it said, you already failed at doing this. You can't keep picking the lock. And then I go into the next room and it has a large chest in the center of the table with a fountain around it. And I failed both the lock picking and the stupid prying it open. And it was funny. I look across the room, Kara's like, pry it open. So I go to pry, failed both. I want to know what's in these chests. It's like, I don't know.
Can you find keys?
Well, nobody knows. I mean, this isn't like
How would
D&D.
you know?
This is, a game that somebody made. I don't know if there's keys, but I really want to know what's in those chests. It's really frustrating.
You should look up a walkthrough on how to play this game.
Yeah, right. Exactly. See how many levels there is. And so the thing is, you have to go inside, and there's a necromancer who's reviving all of these people, and then kill him, and then you win for the townspeople because the monsters are coming out of the cave and attacking the townsfolk. So
Yep.
But yeah, it was really fun to just have all of these perks from playing high charisma. Like, oh, you know what? You're so good, you can have 5 extra dice. Oh, welcome back to town. Thank you. I killed one monster while I was away, but that was enough to send everyone into a tizzy. They're looking at me like I'm Gaston over here. Like, no one loses like Gaston. I'm just kidding.
That's true.
Yep. So,
Do you remember what the name of this game is called?
if you literally ask Alexa to play the dungeon game, I think is literally all it is. Yep. If you just say play the dungeon game, it's dungeon something, and if you're good enough, she should figure it out. So tangentially related, okay? Kara over here cracks me up. So we have you tell what happened last night with you know who. Kara's in the mood for Christmas music.
Oh,
Okay.
I wanted to kill her. So I happen to like the Bing Crosby song with the Andrews sisters, Malikaliki Maka. You know, the Malikaliki Maka is the thing they say. That one?
Okay.
Okay. So I tell her, I'm like, play Malikaliki Maka
By Bing.
by Bing. And she's like, playing whatever by Monica, whatever. And I'm like, what? That's not what I asked for. So I'm like, you know who? Play Malikalika Maka. And she plays something else. And I'm like, and so Jeremy, he's like, you know who? Play, I have no idea how you pronounced it.
I say, okay, you know who. Play Maliki Makwa.
And she's like, playing Malikaliki Maka by Bing Crosby and the Andrews sisters. I was like, what?
She got me the first try. So Kara was like, I really hate that thing right now.
Yep.
Also, it's designed to work with people like Jeremy. It can't be too precise.
Well, here's the dumb thing. Jeremy will think of a song. And he's like, hey, play the
So-
song that talks about like
No, so-
flowers and a girl. And she's like, playing whatever by whoever. And Jeremy's like, thank you.
No, we may have had this. I may have told the story, but I'll tell it again. Really, I'll make it funny and cool.
Unlike the first time.
I had the epiphany the other day is one of my coworkers loves this country song about a high-end date for him and his girlfriend is to go to Applebee's.
That's right.
So I said, I wanted Kara to hear it because we were going to go to Roadhouse. We had a gift certificate. So we're like, let's go to Roadhouse. And then for some reason it reminded me of this. So I said, hey, you know who? Play that date song about Applebee's. And it's called High Life because you're living the high. And she says, playing the High Life by so-and-so. And I'm like, Kara, technology's made it. I can just say what I'm thinking and it knows. I wanted that song and it even got it right off of that. So knowing that recently when Kara's asking for the name of the song with the artist attached to it and she's playing, the history of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky now on Audible.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. I mean, I even said play the Hawaiian Christmas song with Bing Crosby. Because if Jeremy can say play the date night Applebee's song and have it come up, I should be able to say play the Hawaiian Christmas song with Bing Crosby and have her come up with Maliki Liki Maka.
It is. Like I said, so I thought technology had made it and it was immediately rug pulled and it gets even a little bit better to really, I had just had a win, right? I wanted to twist the knife and then I asked her to play it again. She freaking got it wrong the second time. She really did, even for me. So I was like, you know who? Play Miliki Mickey Wakwa. And she's like, playing Hakuna Matata. I was like, no, is that what I said? Dang it. It's not that hard. And then Kara had resorted. Oh my goodness. So I messed up. So we listened to it once. Then I played Hakuna Matata. So Kara's like, stop, just play Christmas music. It freaking played Maliki Mickey Wakwa as the first one on the playlist. And Kara looked at me and she was like, ooh.
Like, I was ready to grab it.
She was.
And, like, chuck it. Just chuck it against the wall. Be like, F off, you piece of trash.
That's awesome.
It'd be like going through the drive-thru, right? You want a number 1, and then the person's like, "Oh, I'll get you a number 2. No, a number 5. No, a number 3. Number 1." Be like, or a number whatever, not 1. You're like, "Just give me whatever." Oh, well, we'll give you a number 1. Like that's exactly what happened. Or like I lean over and I'm like, "I'll take a number 1," and they're like, "Oh, we'll get you number 1." And then Kara's like, "Well, I want a number 1." All right, you can have a number 7. Oh,
Cam says that song is awesome.
It is awesome. It's so good. I love Bing. And I love the Andrews sisters, so it's perfect.
My question is, so the device finishes playing a song. Couldn't you just say, hey, whatever, play that song again?
Yeah, but I was trying to twist the knife. No, you totally can. You can just say repeat last song. You can say, what? Yeah, you can say. So we've talked about this before too. There's a specific song that puts Chip to sleep. And so we'll just say, tell her to put it on repeat and she'll play it over and over again. Or if it does end, you can just say play last song over and she'll play it. So yeah, it's totally a thing.
Can you say repeat last song for the next 8 hours?
You sure can. Yeah. Like when we leave, we say put on playlist for dogs and she puts on like classical music or different playlists people have put together.
Jeremy tried to stump me today.
Well, it gets even better. Okay. So we were playing Jeopardy and Jeopardy is so much fun on there. I just ask you 12 questions and we had some good ones. We had some shockers. And anyways, so later on, a song comes on, and Kara goes, "Jeremy, who sings this?" And all I hear is this a sultry, classic, deep voice I've heard a million times.
He's like,
and I'm
it's
like,
Bing.
It's Bing.
No. He was like, Dean. I was like, I look at him like, really? Really?
I may have been having a stroke. I don't know. So apparently,
there's a glitch in the Matrix. When
I
it
should
came
have known that it was a Christmas song by
freaking Elvis
Presley. So she's
Elvis.
like, you can't hear the lilt like jingle.
It wasn't Blue Christmas because he does the all I have are the blue, that one.
Yep.
It's not that one. It was another one of his famous Christmas ones. Can't remember which one it was now. But anyway, you can totally hear that it is freaking Elvis Presley.
I don't know.
And Jeremy's like, Bing.
Kara, I don't look like that when I answer.
Well, it's just saying Bing, it sounds so pretentious.
Well, people know.
That's clearly Bing.
It's Bing.
When you call me, should I not? Kara's like, oh, who is it? Do I not say Chris? Is that pretentious? Or should I go, it's Christopher Brown?
If someone's like...
People know him as Bing.
If someone's like, who directed E.T.? And you're like, Steve. That's what you're saying.
But
that's
what
you're saying.
But Bing is too... Hold on. Steve's last name is...
Spielberg?
People, if you could answer Spielberg is totally accessible.
Yeah, because it's how many directors are named Spielberg versus how many directors are named Steve.
I would my counterpoint is I would say that people don't know Crosby. If you say Crosby, they're going to think of,
Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
But if you say, people know who Bing is, if you're calling Bing.
I suppose I would just say Bing Crosby. Otherwise, I might think Chandler Bing.
When Jeremy hears Bing, he immediately thinks Bing cherry drink or whatever it is.
That's the other thing that I think of.
Yeah, and I also absolutely, truly love Bing the search engine, by the way.
Boo.
And I am spreading like an infectious disease. I'm taking over your iPhones. Trust me, you just wait. So I
will not use an iPhone ever again if I'm stuck with Bing.
No. So I have a shortcut. So iPhones have this great thing they came out with shortcuts that actually allow you to do programming in the phone and you can run these shortcuts. So I came up with a genius plan. Now I always have to set like 10 alarms. So I have a shortcut now that prompts me. I have it set under automation and then it prompts me because I don't want it every day when I don't work. I have it say at 8 o'clock at night, it says, Jeremy, would you like to set all your alarms for tomorrow? And I just click yes or no.
Do you know how many alarms Jeremy has?
A lot. That's why I have the automation set up now.
And it's like on days that I get to sleep in these days is like 6:30. Jeremy's alarm goes off at 6. Okay. It kind of gets Chip a little wiggly.
Oh, I fixed that with the 6:05 alarm.
Chip is fully now awake, like WTF, Dad. What the fork? You know?
The problem is he's just too close to your bedroom. He needs to be on the opposite end of the house.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Well, he's in
Jeremy's
our room,
alarms just go off and go off and go off. And he doesn't turn them down at all.
No.
He just has them cranked full volume. So in the morning, it's like,
I don't even have that alarm. I have soothing music.
It is not soothing
music. I have
music.
a 6 o'clock,
It is not
a
soothing
6:05, a 6:10. To throw me out of rhythm and out of the 5-minute chunk, I throw a 6:12 in there. Then I have a 6:15, 6:20, 6:25, and 6:30. That is not unreasonable.
days that Jeremy works and I get to sleep in, I should just have him sleep on the couch.
What? No, absolutely not.
Vote in the comments. Should I have Jeremy sleep on the couch the nights that I get to sleep in?
So I have my phone prompt me at night to automatically set my alarms for the days that I work. Because I have flex days and then drill. So it's like I can't just set it up to be like Monday through Friday and then walk away, because then I would do that and it wouldn't even need to ask me. It would just do it. But anyway, so I have it set. It's 34 steps, but it goes to Bing, grabs the wallpaper, puts it in my inventory, then sets the screen size, then places it in my background, and it runs every day at 4 a.m. So every day I wake up to a brand new background on my phone, and I love it.
He tried to get me to do that, but I have Chip as my background.
So if you guys want...
What kind of mom would I be if I didn't have my child as my background?
If you have an iPhone and you would like a brand new background every day,
you have to go through 5 billion steps to get that.
I can share the shortcut now. I can email it or text it to anybody. So if you have an iPhone and you would like the Bing picture of the day to be your background, reach out to me. I'll take care of it. I'll send you the shortcuts. It's amazing. I'm getting my coworkers to do it, and they love it.
Who's done it?
They love it. Brooke has.
How many coworkers do you have?
11. It's coming. It's typical growth. Brooks got it too? Well, maybe I am interested in that. Then somebody else does it. Then as soon as you know, everybody wants it.
Do they though?
Yep.
Okay.
So Brad says Jeremy should sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Brad, you're just mad that I was walking Kara through Sekiro.
And then,
I beat the guardian ape without him telling me what to do in 5 tries. Okay. How many did it take, Jeremy?
But
20. And it took me 5.
Brad, my advice had already been given. So she did have my help.
Were you holding the controller?
Oh, you're so funny.
And you looked up how to beat the guardian ape. So you had somebody telling you what to do. So we were on equal playing ground there.
There's not anything to it. There's just one thing that can make it a little easier. That's it. Once you cut his head off, you can stick a spear in there and then it pulls out the worm and it does 1/4 of his posture. That's all.
But I did it in 5 tries. Cam watched me the first time I tried it. It wasn't pretty.
Then there's a modifier. So this game is traditionally a very hard game.
It is a hard game.
There's no difficulty set.
Traditionally very hard game. It is a hard game.
You don't get to start and then say I want it hard or easy or normal. It's not like it's just a game.
It's by From Software, makes Dark Souls.
But they did add something for all you people who are out there who enjoy self-abuse, a bell you can ring, which then makes the game even harder. But if you do that, it increases the loot drop. Okay? There's a little benefit to do it. And then at any time you can de-summon this bell demon and then you're good to go. So Kara had put it on and then she tried the Sichuan warrior and the guardian ape and she was getting her butt kicked.
No, it was Snake Eyes.
Oh, Snake Eyes. Okay. So she tried these 2 people and she was getting beat and then she was mad.
And then I quit. I was like, nah.
I was like, oh, Kara, you never shut off the bell.
I thought about that. I was laying in bed and I was like, when you're laying in bed, you just think about dumb things.
Like all your failures.
I was laying in bed now. What?
All your failures.
I didn't fail.
Did you beat the Sichuan warrior? You didn't.
Anyway. I was laying in bed and I was like, wait a second, was I attempting everything with the bell demon on? And the next morning, Jeremy was downstairs gaming, whatever. And I came, the next morning I was like, Jeremy, did I just attempt everything last night with the bell demon on? He was like, yep. I was like, freaking
Well, so if you were actually good at the game, you could have beaten it with them on.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you like me to go back and try the guardian ape again with the bell demon?
You sure can.
I'll beat him.
How far into the game do you need to be to do this?
To activate the bell demon?
The bell demon?
There is a cheese basically after the very first boss. There's you have to get around one enemy called the Headless, but you can turn it on pretty much right away.
I think that's the only way it should be played.
And then there's even more punishing. You have to beat the game once in order to get this. Once you beat the game, so you can deflect or block almost every attack.
Unless the little red symbol comes up.
If you hold the button, you block. If you tap it as it hits you, you do a deflect. And it's very important to be good at deflecting. After you beat the game, you can do what's called the charmless run. And the charmless run is you lose health if you don't parry it. If you block, you actually lose health.
It's like in D&D when you were playing, you were like, well, the so-and-so attacked you mid, but you blocked mid. And so because of that, you only took 3 damage instead of 7.
Yeah, and I know you said that's not a normal mechanic, Chris. It's even more annoying because if it's an odd number, it cuts it in half and then it rounds up the damage you take. Yep. So it's like if they do 7 and it's 3.5, you still take 4 damage. So it's like, well, what the heck?
Yep. Yeah, there's no benefit to you.
Nope, not at all.
Anyway, so Sekiro's awesome. Jeremy has bought me something.
It's a trophy.
A trophy.
But
for
she doesn't
when
know
I
what it
beat
is.
Sekiro. I have no idea what it is, but now I've got something to work towards.
I thought it would be fun because if I just bought it for her as a gift, it wouldn't necessarily have any meaning behind it. But if I buy it to her and only give it to her once she beats the game, then she'll always associate that feeling of winning with the item. I thought that'd be kind of a fun way to do it.
So I still need to beat Owl Father. And
if you're going for the
who art in the aviary.
I do. I obviously want to go for the perfect ending. Obviously, I'm not going to, whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to kill Kira.
No, Chris, there's an ending they made with her in mind. It's the Fire Nation ending. It's called Shira. And halfway through the game, you have the option of just killing everybody and you win the game.
Nice.
And you become a fire demon.
Yeah, I'm
Who's
surprised
not
Kara
doing
hasn't
that
done that
ending?
already.
Okay. What were you playing? You started a Minecraft server the other day. Or
Not
realm.
a server. No.
Just a realm.
Not even a world.
Whatever. So you started a Minecraft world. And Jim was like, Kara, can I kill sheep? And I was like, no.
I need the wool for the bed.
So get some iron, make some shears, and
why
go
would
shear
I
some
want
sheep.
to make a bed after the first? Like, you need a bed to go to sleep to not get killed the first
Get
day.
good, scrub. If you guys are telling me to plan the bell demon,
if he
you
accidentally
can't go to
pushes a
bed.
sheep into a cactus?
What?
What if he accidentally pushes a sheep into a cactus?
I like it. Pacifist run.
He didn't kill the sheep. The cactus did.
But he caused the sheep to die. Accidentally, my butt. So basically, if a sheep goes into a cactus in Jeremy's game, I know for a fact that he did it.
It would be funny if I had all these signs up in the world and been like, fresh grass over here. Nude sheep this way.
Oh, Lord.
And of course they're going to run into the cactus. It's a Jeremy sheep.
Jeremy, it wouldn't be nude sheep. It'd be freshly sheared sheep.
Oh, Kara. Oh, man. You know where to find him, apparently.
Lord.
Veal.
No, but she always gets mad at me when I kill, like, innocent things.
It's so sad. I know they're just, little whatever's in the computer, little pieces of code, but gosh darn, they're adorable.
Chris, you don't go out of your way to get iron shears before making a bed.
I don't get shears basically ever anyway.
You just always mow them down?
The only reason I use shears is if I have gotten to the point where I've decided to make a wool farm, like with all the different colors of sheep and like all segmented out and everything. Or if I'm trying to do some sort of topiary thing and I need leaves.
Yeah, you want to like...
Otherwise, my iron 99% of the time goes into making hoppers.
You know what's actually really funny? So we had that big realm. I mean, a bunch of people were on it. David built the White
Talking about
House.
the chicken one?
Yeah, with the chicken farm.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking the other day when I fired up the playthrough, I really was. I was like, I still owe Chris a buttload of iron in that game. Mm-hmm. How does that Minecraft debt actually work? Like, do I owe you the iron in that game? Or if we start a new game together, do I owe you iron now in new said
he
game?
wouldn't have been able to carry the iron over from the last game anyways. So.
No, that's what I'm saying. But how does Minecraft debt work?
I mean,
how do I owe you the
something we'd
iron?
have to establish on our own. I don't know if there's any type of official like decorum or anything, but I would like to have my iron back eventually.
I stole it for a beacon, everybody.
So just dump it off in the old game.
Yeah, hey, Chris, I paid you back.
Jeremy's going to quick put it in creative mode, get a whole shiznit ton of iron, and be like, here you go, Chris.
Yeah, it's hacked iron. It's
Shame.
disappearing iron. Like ink. I'll write you a checkout, and then it disappears after the fact.
Cam says there's no such thing as an innocent sheep, by the way.
Yes, there are. Sheep are so cute. My older brother has a sheep.
Sheep are ugly and annoying.
No, my older brother has a sheep. They have multiple sheep, but anyway. He has, one of his sheep is called Albert, and he's my favorite. She's real cute.
Sheep are funny because they're the opposite of Disney characters. So Disney characters have like really big eyes, proportionate, to whatever.
No.
Sheep
Okay.
are really big, proportionate bodies to little tiny, teeny, stubby legs. And they look so cute. They do look, their bleeding is hilarious. They're So
No, I don't like sheep.
Really?
I've told this story before. So my mom and I went to England when I was 18, and we stopped at a sheep farm and like a private. Like this isn't like, hey, come and check our sheep out. We just saw this like, for all extensive purposes,
Intense.
British farmer in his natural environment with a giant herd of sheep and that stone fence, and it was super iconic. My mom's like, pull over, I want to see these sheep. So she jumps over the fence, and as she takes step into this neighbor's yard, there was a bunch of sheep on this rolling hill, and then one sheep at the top, and the one sheep at the top goes, bah. And then all the other ones go, bah. And it was like we set off a sheep alarm, and then it continued. Then the one off top went, and then so on and so forth. We're like, Mom, we gotta get out of here. You just set off the sheep alarm. They're all going, bah. When you have like 50 sheep bleeding at the same time, it's loud. It is loud.
Funny.
So
Cam says, I love a good rack of lamb and a wool sweater.
oh yeah.
Well, wool sweaters come from shearing sheep.
She has a friend who's from New Zealand, and they served veal.
Okay,
Also, veal's cow, but
Or not veal.
lamb.
What do you call baby lamb?
lamb is a baby.
Mutton?
Mutton is adult meat.
Lamb is literally the baby of a
It's
sheep.
lamb. It's shank of lamb.
Well, then we had lamb, correct?
Yeah, we had lamb.
Was that not the best meat
It was
you've ever
delicious.
tasted?
It was delicious. Not gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Euros,
the cruelty.
Euros are typically made with lamb too.
No, goat.
No lamb.
What?
Euros.
A euro. Pretty sure it's goat.
There's chicken donor or there's lamb donor.
What
No.
meat is gyro?
It's goat.
It's lamb.
No, it's not.
Literally, if you don't trust Google, do you want me to freaking Bing it just in case?
What now?
Look at what the Arby's ones are made out of.
Arby's gyro?
Okay,
Yes.
I would trust what a real euro is over an Arby's euro any
I just want to know what they make their...
Theirs is probably, it's probably beef, just like faux lamb.
Beef and lamb.
Like
I
not
told
sheep,
you.
like baby lamb.
It's lamb. That's
It's more
what's
tender and delicious.
The thing on the spit that they take the electric knife and they carve it
Yep,
off.
that's
Yep.
lamb.
That's a big thing of lamb, though. Now, it's got to be sheep.
Well, and I think what they use on there is not just like one chunk. If you look at it, it's like infused with a bunch of spices and stuff. So it's almost like it's ground and then like tightly packed.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Okay, here's how it's defined. Lamb is sheep that is less than 1 year old. Mutton is anything between 12 and 20 months, or anything 12 months and older.
I told you it was older sheep.
Between 12 and 20 months, it can be called yearling mutton.
I do know it's really sad from watching the Jeremy Clarkson farm show. They have the sheep give a bunch of babies. Then they have lambing season, and it's once they hit like 11 months, they go in.
It's really sad.
That's how you get the most lamb meat with it still being lamb.
Yep. And then it goes all to all the pubs and
Yeah,
throughout.
it gives a new meaning to the word lamb chop, right? Oh.
Speaking of, there were lamb chop dog toys at Petco when I went today.
Like from the old show?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
I love that show.
This is the song that has no
She didn't have
end.
much of a career. The host of that show didn't have much of a career outside that show, did she?
You don't remember her name? Mm-mm. Disappointing. And you didn't sing the right lyrics. It's the song that never ends.
What'd I say?
You
Oh, this
said
is the song that has no
doesn't
end? Yeah.
Anyway, it's Sherry Lewis.
Did she have a career besides
I
lamb chop?
think she's a relatively successful. Let's see.
Well,
Sherry
Brad would know.
Lewis.
He knows
Blues
everybody.
Clues. So the first Blues Clues guy commits
Steve.
suicide, right?
Nope, false.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't have much of a thing outside of Blues Clues.
He came back and just released a video not that long ago.
I thought that was the second guy.
Nope,
who
that's
was,
the first guy.
Who was the first guy?
I think. You didn't even watch Blue's Clues.
No, it was after my time, but I remember AJ What?
Why do you have such an opinion on a Blue's Clues if you never watched them?
I'm just saying.
You watched Lamb Chops, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because you had PBS.
Yeah. Well, what? I don't have an opinion about Blue's Clues. I just said that he never really had anything.
I don't know how you knew the Blue's Clues guys, because I know you didn't watch Blue's
I just remember seeing it on TV. Or not TV, but like, I don't know. Seeing whatever about it.
It's the Mandela effect.
Sherry Lewis began her puppetry career in 1952 and was consistently producing puppet-based television shows until 1997.
So she used to be behind the, she'd run the puppet.
She always ran the puppets.
Yeah, she did Lamb Chops. And the donkey.
She was on air with them.
If she was interacting with them, somebody else might have been doing it, but for the most part, she was also the puppeteer.
Really?
Yeah.
You've heard of ventriloquism, right?
Well, no, she did not do that. She didn't throw voices. It was
How do
probably
you know?
re-recorded.
How do you know?
Here is the first sentence from Wikipedia. Sherry Lewis was an American ventriloquist, puppeteer, children's entertainer, and television host.
Out of here. Wow, that makes me respect that show a lot more.
I'm good.
She's so good, you didn't think she was a ventriloquist. That's like the best.
Yeah.
Hold on, Brad, what about whose attitude do you not appreciate? All he said is, I don't appreciate your attitude, and I don't know whose attitude he's talking
It's
about.
probably me.
It probably is you, because you have an attitude problem.
Well, haven't rolled my charisma score yet. I put all my points into.
-1.
I told you.
I put all my points into baldness.
It's not surprising that you don't boost your charisma in any game.
I don't think it's a
Jeremy-
necessary stat.
Jeremy does not think it's a necessary thing in any capacity.
Okay, even funnier story. Even funnier story. Kara and I have notifications when we swipe the card for anti-theft purposes. So if a fraudulent charge comes through, we're made aware. So Chris and I are sitting back here, and Kara wanted to go get chips from the gas station. Okay. So we're sitting here, and I see a thing come across my phone, and it said $26. All she wanted was a bag of chips. And I said, Chris, what's wrong with Kara? Why did she spend 20? She went for a bag of chips, spent $26. I was mad. I was so mad. I was like, this is why
I'm broke. This is why I'm broke.
I said that. I'm like, this is why I'm broke. She goes to the gas station, spends $26 on a bag of chips. What are you doing? So she comes back in, and she's got cheese and meat sticks, and she gives them to me, and she's got the cheese and drinks, and I was like...
I got a root beer, a bag of sour cream and onion chips, and a thing that had 2 beef sticks and 2 cheese sticks in it.
And she shared them with me after I've been so mad. So I said, Kara, you spent $26 on all of that. What happened, Kara?
There were 2 kids. They were probably like 13, 14. Kid tries swiping or, using his little debit card or whatever, and it gets declined. He tries it again. It gets declined. And so the guy's like, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's declined. And so he goes back to his other buddy who is back at the drinks, and they're looking real sad. And so I put my stuff up there, and I was like, well, how much does theirs come to? He was like, it was like $14.50 or something like that. And I was like,
okay.
Just put it on mine. So I got it. And as the kids are heading out the door, the guy was like, wait, she paid for your food. And it's just these little 13-year-olds that want to, want their snacks or whatever.
Is this due to inflation, or what the heck are 2 13-year-olds doing with $14 worth of food? That's what I want to know. You got hustled.
Okay,
Have you bought food at a gas station recently, Jeremy?
Yeah.
When I went $7 for
it was
sandwich.
a bag of Takis. It was a thing of TGI Fridays, little oven thingies.
That's bougie.
It was like this big.
Why do they get TGI Fridays? They get steak?
That's all the fork it is there. Just chill.
Man.
Have you been in that gas station? There's nothing in there. And then there was another bag of Cheetos or something. And I was
Well, excuse you. When I went to the gas station back in my day, we got a Little Debbie snack, and when we were lucky, 1 soda. So that was $1 for the can
when
of
you
pop.
were gaming, Jeremy, what did you want? You didn't want the Little Debbies. You wanted your Doritos and your Mountain Dew.
Those are horrible
I'm
gaming
sorry.
snacks.
Mellow Yellow.
Thank you. That's totally true. Cheetos get all over your fingers.
Okay,
They're a
fine,
horrible
not
gaming
Cheetos,
snack.
Okay, then
Chips
whatever.
in general are oily. No, you want your hard candies, like your Starburst.
Bougie.
Your M&M's.
Bougie.
No. Those are the good gaming snacks.
Anyway.
Copious amounts of sugar to keep you going.
That's what you need. You need to get the puffy Cheetos so you can just stick your head into the bag and hit them with the tongue and pull them out.
Right? Anyway, I tell Jeremy what I did, and he looks at Chris and he's like, I can't even be mad at her because of what she did. I was like, yes. I told the kid, I just looked at the kids, I was like, Merry Christmas, and then walked away before they could do anything. So I was like, but like they looked shocked. They were like, this lady just bought our stuff, You
must be the richest lady in town.
Yeah, right?
No kidding.
And you're like, no, it's Jeremy's money.
So apparently that's what happens when you have high charisma. I don't see it's worth putting any points into that.
Jeremy had been like, sucks to be you, kid. I'll buy them for myself.
No, that would have been funny. Buy them and then just keep them.
And then you're just standing there eating their snacks as they're walking away.
Okay, the only Takis they had in the store, though, were Fuegos.
What is that?
Those are the good ones.
Those are fire?
Yeah.
Fuegos is fire. That's got to be hot. And then you guys know me. When we were at Clyde's
Good.
Hot Chicken,
I will sleep.
I got original.
I will sleep better
while
tonight.
You guys got hot as cluck.
Knowing those guys are going to have not so much fun when they get done eating their Fuegos. My snacks will get revenge.
I was nice to these little okay, let's say you were 13. You went to the store. You tried to buy some snacks. And you didn't have enough money. And then some lady comes up, it's like, I'll buy it. Buys it, gives it to you, and walks away. What would you do? Would you crap your panties?
The world needs a superhero, like economist man, who teaches people to not spend outside of their means. I would have been like, no, I don't deserve these. I can't manage my money.
Okay,
you weren't that smart. You're almost not that smart now, but especially not when you were 13.
No, I would have felt really, really nice. I would have thought it was awesome.
So I probably made those kids nice.
But so think about this. When Jeremy was 13, cash was king. And if you couldn't count to $14.
Jeremy's like, well, I got 3/4 and a dollar. Is that enough?
You're so fun. It would have been for my snacks back in the day. I'd always get, or like candy smokes for 15 cents at first.
Okay.
You've got candy emphysema from them, though.
Addicted for life.
Okay, when did you start gaming, though? How old were you?
You don't want to know.
Start
7?
what?
Gaming?
Gaming? Pff, whole life. I can't think of a time I didn't play games.
I know, I agree.
Okay, like Xbox. Let's just start with Xbox.
Oh, the Xbox didn't come out until...
No.
When did you start gaming with friends? Like multiple people?
I still don't game with friends. So it
6,
doesn't
7.
You used to get together with David all the time and set up your stuff and game together.
2001, I was 13, but I played Super Nintendo in the back of my parents' restaurant. I played The Lion King on Super Nintendo.
Okay,
and
you
there was
had
no save
pizza
files.
at your freaking beck and call there.
I did.
Yeah, Jeremy, you don't tell us about your...
Bougie.
And a fountain machine.
Bougie.
Yeah, no.
What kid can be like, hey, ma,
Unlimited
get me a
pizza and soda when you're playing video games, and you're calling these kids get some snacks
Right?
bougie?
Ma, I need a Dr. Pepper.
No, I remember. You know how everybody else put their height on the wall? And like you measured yourself?
Yeah.
I remember my height and growing based off of me being able to reach the fountain from the machine. I'm not kidding. So at first, when I was allowed to use the fountain machine, I barely could get high enough to get on the silver tray that allows the extra pop to flow through. I could barely reach up there and push the button. And then fill it because it had the metal tab that came down. He pushed up against it.
And you are complaining about these kids.
As I kept getting taller and taller.
That was some frozen TGI Fridays snacks when you get fresh homemade pizza, homemade pizza dough, homemade sauce, homemade everything.
Got the pizza prepared for me when my dad never let me use the dough machine because it could take your hand off. Mm-hmm. So at 10 years old, I could finally use the dough machine.
10.
Then 10. I had to make my own pizza.
I'm making a 13-year-old's night. Jeremy's like, I was 10 making my own fresh pizza.
What? It was there. I am the product of my environment.
Not everybody is as bougie as you. Jeremy calls me bougie.
Were you wearing a tuxedo while you were doing this, Jeremy?
Jeremy's wearing a top hat.
Maybe I didn't realize how lucky I was to be able to game with pizza and pop.
Polished shoes.
So, Jeremy, you remember, you know where PJ's is, right?
Of course.
So, and then you know that giant hill on 4th Street there to go, like if you leave going...
Absolutely.
Okay, so anyway, well, you know where Tony used to live.
Yep.
So going to Tony, like we used to have to walk in like freaking blizzard conditions up and down that giant hill to go and get snacks.
So there's the apartment building, right?
Yeah.
There was the dirt path down there that cut in front of the bowling alley.
Which is even steeper and more dangerous.
That's the path I took. I'd walk my bike down and up it so I didn't have to like go around.
Yeah, well, we were walking on our legs because we didn't have bikes.
Yeah, you didn't have a bike. Hey, for the record, I never had a new bike until I was like 16.
I never had a new bike until you bought me one. Suck it.
I always got, Goodwill bikes, which is fine.
We
That's
got
amazing.
auction bikes.
Oh, you tried. Kara tries to outdo Goodwill, so she drops it down to auction. And if you've been to an auction,
Bikes.
in northern Minnesota, you will know that it is the bottom of the barrel because it's all stuff that like farmers don't want anymore. So it's got like 2 flat tires and been out in a field for 27 years. Those are the kinds of bikes you find in an auction bike.
They worked.
You put gum to plug the holes in the tire and fill it up with air. And every destination you have to go to has the free air.
I mean,
there.
they were okay. They definitely weren't high fashion.
I remember getting
worked.
my first single speed bike because that was actually cool. Only having the one speed because it was like a trick bike.
I remember this.
Yeah, and I had the grips, and then the grips like flared out at the end, so it actually like covered the end of your knuckle. It was sweet. I loved that bike, and it wasn't like a stump. I did get, that was my first new bike, was the one with the pegs and everything.
Yep.
That I would ride backwards. And then it had the cable, what they call it, a gooseneck.
The thing that would let you spin it all the way around even though it had the brakes.
It had that, yep.
Bougie.
Genius invention, might I talk about. So the bike cables come down, they pull up on a cylinder, then the cables continue on the other side and they connect to the bottom of another cylinder. When you pull the top one through the mechanism of the bike, then it would pull up on the bottom one, but the cables never made connected to each other so it could spin in a full circle. Genius in little invention. I loved those things.
So Cam says, Jeremy, you need to watch the obituaries, then find the auction that corresponds to that obituary, and then you get the high quality stuff.
Ooh.
Wouldn't that just be an estate sale, or do they actually do those as auctions?
No, they're both.
Yeah, you can have an estate auction too, instead of being like listing the price and just sell it all off like that. I actually went to a few of those with my grandma.
I have a fun memory of that bike now. I used to like get going real fast. Then I would stand on the back pegs and then I would grab the front seat, by the crotch, then lift up and then spin the handlebars and then put it back down and grab the handlebars. It's fun.
If I gave you $500, would you attempt that trick right now?
I could totally do it. I can do a wheelie. I can do a bunny hop.
So
Jeremy,
if I just roll the bicycle up to you right now.
Yes.
And it was like, you cannot do anything on this bike until you do this particular trick.
I could totally do it.
Okay, no. Here's the thing.
And I would nail it first try.
Jeremy thinks he can do this. When was the last time you did it? How old were you?
High school.
Okay, so probably 16 years ago. At the minimum. Okay? You graduated 16 years ago.
I still do. If it didn't lambast all the cameras, I still do the jump over the stick trick.
Didn't you throw out your back doing that once?
Did.
No, I threw my back out doing the worm here 2 weeks ago.
But you also hurt yourself doing the broom trick.
Yeah, I thought you said like you were trying to put like all the young kids in their place and you threw your back out jumping.
Yeah.
Yep, and you finally said you got it, but you hurt your back in the process.
I bet you I could do it with that wrapping paper right there.
No.
That's my wrapping paper.
I heard, okay, so was it last week he did the worm?
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. All I heard last week was, oh, my lower back hurts so bad. I need some ibuprofen and a hot water bottle. That's all I heard all week. No! You are not allowed to touch those wrapping paper rolls.
Anyways, yes, I could do the bike thing. Because that's easy. You're just talking about stand on the pegs, lift the front seat, and spin the handlebars, and land without... If you land crooked, then you crash.
You can do it if you're wearing a helmet. Knee pads?
No, it wouldn't be true to the era. It wouldn't be true to the era.
But are we in that era anymore? And are you a 16-year-old anymore? No.
I have more brains now.
And you're gonna knock them all out when you go off the bike.
And less mobility.
Swanky says, I say we put him to the test next Saturday, special bike trick podcast.
Oh, totally could.
Oh, it'd be rude.
Jared, if you get a bicycle down here, we got 2 massive streets.
Yeah.
We'll shoot something outside, first take, and
we'll
roll it during the podcast.
Do it. I know I can do the backwards bike pedaling on the handlebars. I can do I'll bunny hop onto the curb. I'll do the front
The bunny hop onto the
spin
curb
and a
is
wheelie.
easy town. I can do that.
Well, To me, that was part of the echelon of tricks I used to do back in the day.
Jeremy, just accept you're old and you can't do these things anymore.
I can.
All right, in the comments, do
It's-
you think Jeremy can do this?
The literal saying is it's like riding a bike.
That's riding it,
Okay.
not doing massive,
Yeah.
horrible stunts.
I was
on the
going to say
same
there's riding
platform.
a bike, which is just holding on to the bars and pedaling fast enough.
They don't say it's like doing a backflip Superman.
Right? Right? It's like riding a bike trick style.
I could do it. It's not even a question of a doubt.
No.
Yep.
Do you guys have tombstone insurance?
I do have life insurance.
He does
It's
have
fine.
life insurance. I mean, if he dies, I'll be able to pay off some debt.
Well, Kara and I are going to have to try and keep the podcast going by ourselves.
Well, with that much money, you'll be getting it no problem.
Lord.
We'll have our own homemade pizza and soda.
Yeah, exactly. Have fresh pizza all the time.
I'll just give your dad enough money, like we'll reopen the pizza restaurant in here.
Yep. Jeremy owes.
Oh, so Swanky's got your back, Jeremy. He said, I used to be a master at diving with flips and stuff 25 years ago. I think I can still do that stuff too. I believe in you.
Okay, there
Gotta
is-
knock off the rust so you can teach Chip.
There's
Yeah.
think, and then there is do.
All right. It's
You're
happening.
very nearly a middle-aged man, Jeremy.
It's happening.
Yeah, you're 34 years old. Dear God. Just stay. Okay, please
Go to the wide.
stay away from.
Hold on, can we use something that's not like that? That might
Don't-
be. Hold on.
Do you have any faith?
Don't we have any what?
Nope, we don't. Chris, do you have a broom? And stay away from the table. I don't want you cracking your head in the corner.
Here, you guys vamp for a second. I think I've got.
Dear
the
God.
thing.
Show off your socks. Jeremy's got Aang socks. Nobody can see Aang on that side. Jeremy's got Aang socks on from Avatar. Oh, guess what Jeremy bought? Jeremy bought Avatar Monopoly. It's amazing.
super cool.
Nobody can hear you.
I bought Avatar Monopoly. It's brand new, and Appa is free parking, and he's in charge of
And
like
he
all
holds
of
like the
cards.
chance cards.
And then Momo is a piece. Is the Cabbage Guy a piece?
I don't think I saw Cabbage Guy. There was the Kyoshi Warrior fans. That was one of them. There were a couple pieces I didn't recognize. There was like, do you remember the Fire Nation masks when they
Yes.
during that festival or whatever?
No, you're thinking of.
Or was it the Avatar Day one?
No, it's the
No, it was in the
blue
Fire
mask,
Nation.
the Sokka when he saves Aang.
Oh, that's probably
Or
yeah.
not Sokka, but
Zuko.
Zuko.
Okay,
That's so long, Chris. There was a collapsible one.
This one's broken already, at least.
okay, Jeremy, just
This is so long.
Who cares? If you go up in the middle.
I don't even want to look.
People can see my butt. Everybody ready?
Dear God,
First try.
why did you do that with your butt facing everyone?
Because I can see.
Careful.
Boom. First try.
Okay, well you've practiced that more recently.
I haven't.
You did that what? Like
First try. I haven't done that in a year.
I don't think it's been,
year.
has it been a year.
I still
Chris?
got it. Going backwards might be a little bit tougher, but I'm not going to do it.
Wait, that's the one you hurt your back on at work.
It was
trying
going. It was going backwards.
Anybody can do it forwards, but I'm not going to try.
Were you seriously just did that? Now I have to do it. No,
Should I do it?
No one wants to see it backwards, do they?
Comment if you want to see him do it backwards. Please say yes.
So while I was off retrieving the poll, both Swanky and Cam said there's only do or do not. There's no try.
With this move, that's the truth.
Okay, Jeremy, let's see it.
You seriously want to see backwards?
Come on, guys. Do we want to see Jeremy try it backwards?
I just want to point out how Kara went from don't do it, you're gonna hurt yourself to now do the most dangerous version of this.
Yeah, she had the gumption
Boom.
to say.
Swanky,
Obviously, everyone's
Dave,
commenting they
everybody's
want to
saying
see
do
it.
it.
You got to do it now.
Just, again, please stay away from the table. I don't want you cracking your noggin open.
Oh, Dave says Grace wants to see it too.
Backwards is so
Dear God.
harder.
Jeremy, if you fall backwards, you're going to crack your head on the table.
Oh my gosh.
No, dear. Okay, I'm.
Yeah!
I guess we can't question your athletic ability anymore.
Do you know the vert on that?
Swanky.
Do you know the vert required to do that? I'm a big man.
Said you would get well card if you get hurt.
He would, huh? I'll take a congratulations card.
You'll have to send one when Jeremy tries the bike trick.
Send a congratulations card.
Yeah, send it to our P.O. box right here.
I was gonna say, what is it, Jeremy? When was the last time you checked the P.O. box?
P.O. box. I get virtual mail.
Oh,
They take a picture when something comes in.
In other words, we haven't gotten anything in a while, guys.
Yeah, send Jeremy a congratulations card.
I'm real sad. I haven't gotten any Christmas cards from anyone.
Be like the village in the Dungeons game. Oh, Jeremy.
What's the P.O. box?
113.
That's nope.
1330?
Nope.
1130, I
Nope.
thought. Put it up.
3110. It is up. You just can't. You've got this. Remember.
P.O. box 3110, Duluth, Minnesota 55803.
Let me check. I have to run the graphic again. It went away.
I can't. There's
55803.
You have it. Guys, I can't believe I did backwards. I'm just saying. No, the other day at work, there was like a big table, and I did a freestanding jump up onto it.
Sorry. Like Swanky clipped the whole thing, and he called it old men learning new tricks.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
Oh, man.
You are old, baby. It's okay.
No, so seriously, you just... She did.
What'd she do to you?
The deadly sin.
Knock your glasses off.
Do you wear glasses, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. Has anybody ever pushed them off?
Oh, yeah.
Is that not the most annoying thing?
You know yes, that's incredibly annoying. What happens to me far more often is I'll be trying to do something and I'll have to adjust my glass. Like, for example, like a lot of times I'll have to like try to see behind something, and I'll try adjusting my glasses a little bit so I can get my head closer to the side of the wall, and I'll just end up knocking my own glasses straight off of my face.
Oh.
And like glasses flying off your face is the most annoying thing in the universe to me.
Oh, it is.
At work, we have to use
The strap.
the strap to keep them on because I use loops. So it's got the magnifiers right here, and then I also have a light right here. So if I didn't wear my glasses, when I'm looking down, my glass would be.
Oh, so this is a thing. I'm going to try to describe it. I'm going to sound like crap doing this, but I have to pantomime it to Jeremy so he can see what I'm talking about. So I'll be like looking down at something like this, and I'll go to pull my head up, and it's like my glasses stay in space and like fall away from my head as I'm standing up. So it's like one of those things where it's like they literally are like suspended there from they have some of the upward momentum, but then gravity's finding the S, and then I just watch them depart from my head.
Totally.
And that is a very helpless feeling.
Not to mention when you put a headset on and then they like pull back ever so slightly, so you have to take your fingers and like pop, pop.
Oh,
If I ever wear my glasses while I'm gaming, I do the headset and then I put the glasses on.
I have dents where the bows of my glasses hold.
On the headset?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yep.
Swanky says
Unbelievable.
glasses and a lovable pit bull ends up badly all the time.
I cannot believe you guys had me do that backwards. Like, I even admit that's the end. I'm not going to be able to do that forever. Like, if we came back a year from today, like next Christmas, I don't know if I'd be able to do it backwards.
I'll comment on Discord if Jeremy's complaining about his back tomorrow.
No, but that should be fine.
Could you do a cartwheel, Jeremy?
Jeremy, how did you?
I always end up doing what's called a round off. I think that's a
Where
thing.
you tuck your
Is that
legs.
where like you go up and then you end up cutting it off? Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't done a cartwheel in a hot minute, but I'm pretty sure I could do one.
I've never successfully done a cartwheel.
There is no way you could do it. I'm not doing this to push the buttons or poke the bear.
I'm
I just
scared.
don't think you could do a cartwheel.
You don't think I could do a cartwheel?
No. And you might end up flashing everybody. So I don't
No,
think
my
it's a
shirt
good
is
idea.
tight enough that it's not going to flash anybody. I had to ask Jeremy. I was like, "Can I wear this shirt today? It's kind of tight. I haven't worn this since before I had Chip." And if you haven't known anyone who was pregnant pre and post,
is that Star Wars Angry Birds?
No,
Just chibi.
It's Boba Fett with reindeer antlers, Vader with lightsaber and lights around him, and Stormtrooper with Santa hat and a gun.
That's
And
festive.
presents.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm going to miss blasting you.
Never mind. I was going to say something else, and never mind. I thought about it, and I was like, nope.
I don't know where you can go with that, Kara, but...
Dave wants to know if the achievement race is back on. I see you beating me by 1,600 this month.
It's not. It's not. Since October of 2020, David has not only taken the lead, he's up by an astounding 12,000. The only thing that happened is some of these games we got back then had updated. Every 6 months, they're allowed to add achievements. So they've went from like being able to get 3,000 per game to 4,000, and I just cashed in on a couple. That's it.
Okay, here.
No achievement race.
Now, David.
I can't close a 12,000 point gap.
David, with the achievements you've gotten, are you proud of the points, or were they just
Kara, I'm proud of every point. Whether it's a free 4,000 or beating Sekiro. I just want the volume.
Don't certain ones feel better, like the ones from Sekiro knowing?
Yes, but it's hard to go retrieve and enjoy them. You get an overall score, and so it's like, I know that the beating the Sekiro game was worth, like, let's say 50 points.
But if I just logged into a game, went through the tutorial, and got 50 points for that, I wouldn't feel good. I mean, I'd be like... No,
it feels good. No, it feels good.
You got to earn those.
It's real good.
You're nowhere close to me. I'm nearing 400,000 gamer score.
Who?
Swanky.
No, he is so...
Screenshot.
Post it. Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah, send it on the Discord. Send it on the Discord.
Yeah.
There's no way, dude.
I believe, for what it's worth, these guys don't believe you and think that you're a liar and should be tarred and feathered. I believe you.
I've been playing Xbox since 2001, and I've been there from the start of Gamerscore. Dave and I would go to rental. We got the very first game I ever 1,000 was the King Kong game. All right, I got all 1,000. One of them was just starting the grass on fire. Was worth 100 points.
So I will say this. I'm on Kara's side in that I am quality over quantity. You guys can have all the filler points you want. All of the things that I've achieved are in games that I wanted to play, doing things that were actually worth achieving.
Yep.
So again,
thank you, Chris. Thank you.
The hard thing is when your game list is full of like 100,000 games. There's nowhere where I can like highlight my favorite ones. Like if I could on my badge, there you go on my gamer tag. If I could have like the 3 my favorite achievements, like have that little icon and like the fact that I got it. I mean, Steam, if I could just show off my pivotal ones, like you can only put them in there if you've unlocked them, then those would feel more important to me. Like I would want the endless set list achievement.
Yeah.
Because no matter how many points you have, it's there, right? They just get lost in the minutia of the points. So it's not like David's gonna like log on one day and be like, dang, Jeremy got the one for beating Sekiro. That's so cool. He's just gonna see the score.
Yeah.
So then when it becomes about the score, it just,
Yeah, because like Steam does show like recent achievements and stuff. And then the thing that I really like is if your achievement is highlighted in gold, that means less than 5% of all people who've played it have gotten that achievement.
See, that's really cool.
And that's the one that makes me like getting an achievement for like something that's like, oh, you beat, chapter 7 of the game. That's less exciting. But getting it for doing something where it's like you were trying to do a specific thing and then you got it. And it was like, that's the really most satisfying.
I hate to admit this, but in that instance, PlayStation might actually do it better because you only get a platinum trophy if you get every achievement in a game. So therefore, platinum trophies have probably more weight because you actually have to get all of the achievements in a game. You can't just like cherry pick the 900 easy points. And then if there is a harder one or one that takes more time, you can't do that, But so
interesting.
PlayStation might do it better in that regard. Cause like if I don't even have one platinum trophy. I'm close. I want to do it on Demon Souls cause I love like that series and I'm kind of close to getting that one. But I think in that aspect, then I would more care about the quality of them because I would be like, oh, the platinum ones are they're the quality ones. All the other ones add up in order to get it. But no, Xbox, it's all about those points.
Dave alleges that I've enjoyed every point and I play the games because of enjoyment, not just the points.
So, except for the competition.
I was going to say the competition, you both were playing just the trashiest, stupid games.
But I will give 100%. David plays all of these games. He played the heck out of that factory game. He played this jelly. You're like a jelly bear that you fight people. And David likes trying these games out. He really does. And then with cloud gaming, it makes it even easier. Xbox has enabled cloud gaming, so you don't even have to download half the stuff anymore. You can just try it out.
What do you think Derek's gamer score is?
8,000.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He games a lot.
So
it doesn't. He just plays Warzone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Swanky says, I fully completed one of the hardest games to 100%, Elite Dangerous.
Never played it, but I would take your word for it. I'll have to play it.
Then Dave says, Xbox has been talking about doing platinum trophies.
Ooh. If they did, that would be interesting.
And he did say, yes, other than the race, all the points.
See?
All right. See what you guys are doing the race. I knew every point wasn't like, yes, I got these points and I'm so proud of them.
There was a Simpsons game. You got an achievement for just hitting the start button. It felt good.
No, that does not feel good.
It does.
That's
It's
stupid.
like you might as well. It's like putting points into charisma. You get worshipped for nothing.
Do you want to know what the all-time leader for gamer score is right now?
It's somebody who
they're
lives in their
sweaty.
mom's basement.
Damn. 1.1 mil.
3,027,985.
3 million gamer score.
What? Does it say who?
Yeah. So there's 27 people with over 2 million gamer score.
What?
And looks like there's 13,133 pages of this. So that goes all the way down to having a gamer score of like 5.
Oh, am I on there? Because I have like 10,000 or something.
I think you have to have also signed up for this. There's 670,000 people on here.
I'm going to be judgmental here, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say these people are not married and they do not have kids. Yep.
They could have kids and just be bad parent.
Would you
No
rather
woman
be
is gonna put up with
childless
that.
and be called sweaty, as Jeremy's been saying, or would you rather be called a bad parent?
I'd rather have that score and not have a kid. I would
Let's
feel
just
horrible.
say
if
if
I,
Jeremy gamed to that extent, I would not be sitting here right now.
Swanky has 398,036.
dang, dude.
Hot dang, boy.
Quick, what's your favorite and most hated game?
And have you played Sekiro? I recommend it.
Of course you do. Poor Swanky. He misses Kara's streams by like milliseconds.
Yes, Swanky. I couldn't believe it. Like, I log off and literally 2 seconds later, you commented and asked if you missed it. I felt horrible. You missed me killing the guardian ape. It was sick, in my opinion.
The first half of the fight, flawless. And then it was downhill.
So Swanky had
It was not
commented, I don't know where these people are from, but he says, the person who broke 1 million first is married and has a huge house.
Now, okay,
So it's a job. There you go.
but
Be curious, not judgmental, Kara.
so is
Walt Whitman.
is that person
Ted
still
Lasso.
gaming hard?
Probably. As if it's a
You don't
job.
get to a million gamer score without loving playing games. Like if you're just
Well,
doing it as
no.
a grind.
No, I know, but like, did he
is a
cut
job, he
back
said.
on gaming after getting married?
No,
Swanky says it is his job.
it's his job.
He also says it'll take him 3 months to figure out what his favorite and least favorite games are.
All right. We'll hold you to that. New Year comes. We're going to ask again.
Brad, if you're still out there.
Yeah, I
what's
know,
your
Brad, I
gamer
haven't
score,
heard-
Brad.
He is there a PC? Is there
Well, I thought he plays on Xbox.
PlayStation?
No.
I thought you said PlayStation when I was streaming the other day, didn't you?
Brad's
I thought you said PC and
cool.
PlayStation. Pretty sure that's what you said.
Pretty cool.
Wait, we never asked Swanky. Swanky, are you Xbox?
Of course, he's a gamer score.
PlayStation? Didn't you say PlayStation has gamers?
No, it goes off a trophy count. It's platinum, gold, silver, and how many of those
Fine.
trophies you've got.
Oh, funny. He said the guy who broke 1 million first lost first place because he got married and went on his honeymoon.
Oh, so funny.
what?
He lost first place.
Because he got married and went on his honeymoon. Brad says, I don't pay attention to stuff like that. Sorry.
No worries.
all good.
No worries.
All good.
But he does play Xbox.
So Brad says, I used to play Xbox, but I switched.
Told you.
Ouch. Kara punched me.
All right. So I don't know if anybody remembers that I was hating on most American holidays recently.
How could we forget?
So I've pulled up the list of holidays and observances in the United States in 2021. This is just the official holidays.
Okay.
So I was wondering if we want to go through and rank these holidays from 1 to 16.
Number 1, Christmas.
Let's do it.
Okay, so can you hand me one of those whiteboards?
Yep.
So I have something to keep track of this on.
Wait, where's the black one? Because it's right there on the corner of your desk.
You want,
Other corner.
you want delivery? I'll just.
This is easier for me to make Jeremy.
You're gonna write it down, or are Jeremy and I gonna write down what we think, what our favorite?
We'll just talk it out.
We'll talk it out.
Okay.
So like there might be a little bit of rearranging and stuff, but
we'll talk about it.
We're just gonna go in order, 1 through 16, or like in chronological order through the year, and then we can start placing stuff, and then we can reorganize it if we want. This should probably kill the last 15 minutes of the podcast.
I'm proud of us. We talked about basically video games the whole entire time.
We challenged Jeremy's manliness.
We did. That was true.
Okay.
His youth. We challenged his youth.
There's a really good Seinfeld about people challenging Jerry's masculinity. So he's out he's with Elaine getting a coat, and this guy asks Elaine out right in front of him, and he's like, "How do you know that I'm not with her?" And he's like, "I don't know, I just knew." And then he's like, "It's very demasculating." And then he's sitting with a guy at a table, and another guy comes up and he hits on the guy. And Jerry's like, "We're two guys sitting here drinking champagne together at a table by ourselves. How do you know I'm not with them?" And the guy's like, "I don't know, I just knew." It's like very demasculating.
Nice.
So,
all right, so we're going 1 through 16. So the first holiday of the year, New Year's Day. Where do you think that should land?
3.
You think that's the third best holiday?
Yeah, for me personally.
I enjoy New Year's. I mean, but Jeremy, what did we do last year for New Year's?
No, we had a 3-week-old on our hands.
Okay. What did we do 2 years ago for New Year's?
Look, the time we went out with AJ to Blackwater, that was really fun.
That was about 5 years ago. 6 years ago?
It's still fun.
So just because he doesn't
last
specifically
time
do
we
something
did-
doesn't mean that he can't enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
He enjoys it by going to bed early and not welcoming in the new year.
I welcome it in.
All right, I'll put it for number 3 right now. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm surprised that either of you would have put it that high.
I don't know if I'd put it that, like, it's cool, but
But it's just flexible. We can stack stuff
we can
above or
reorganize.
below.
Okay, Martin
It's-
Luther King Jr. Day.
It's
like,
12, 10, I don't know.
you don't do anything.
except get the day off work.
like, I mean, what he did was great, but it's, as far as holidays and celebrating and doing things,
12.
12, okay.
how many are there?
16.
16, okay.
Cam says we should do a gaming party for New Year's. We should do some sort of like live stream going over midnight.
That'd be fun.
That'd be really cool. I'd have to get
and
my parents
New
to
Year's-
watch Chip.
New Year's Eve. I guess got to check now. So
Christmas Day is on
yeah,
Christmas.
New Year's Eve is a Friday, so New Year's Day is a Saturday.
So do we stream Friday instead?
Well, I think we should do both. I think that'd be awesome.
All right, next
We
holiday.
can talk about it anyway. So the next holiday, Inauguration Day.
16.
16.
I agree. All right, President's Day.
15.
Yeah. And the sales are great, but that's about it.
Memorial Day.
8.
Everyone's okay. Memorial Day.
It's flexible. We're going to put stuff above and below other stuff.
Okay, Juneteenth. Brand new holiday.
It's new. I got the day
14?
off of work. 13.
All right, somewhere between 13 and 14. I'll just put it at 14.
And again, we're ranking these based on basically what we do during the holiday. Nothing to
That's-
say.
It's just personal enjoyment. We're not saying that
Yep.
these need to go away or anything. It's not about what the holiday is
Exactly.
about. It's about what we get out of it. what we
Exactly.
enjoy
I don't want
about it.
anybody coming at us for this.
Yeah, we don't want inaugurated presidents to tell them that their inauguration day sucks.
Well, I mean, Martin Luther and Juneteenth.
Okay. Independence Day.
I know you don't care for it, but I enjoy the 4th of July. But maybe, what would you put it at, Jeremy? I'd say 5.
Yep.
Okay. So of all the things, so Independence Day would probably be my 3rd favorite holiday. It's just so far away from the other 2.
Okay.
So 5, you want that?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I like better than that, but
Okay.
Oh, I can think of a few.
Labor Day.
Again, you get the day off of work.
All of these you get the day off for work. They're all federal holidays.
I don't get the day off work.
I'm saying you, Jeremy.
Above the lowest spot that's not filled.
For Labor Day?
Yep.
Kara, do you have any love for Labor Day? No?
Nope.
All right, so now I'm seeing this. There might actually only be like 12 because some of them you get 2 days. It's like Independence Day and then the day off for Independence Day. Because this is specifically for 2021. So this may, anyway, it might be shorter than this. We'll have to do some
Well,
condensing.
I mean, then just bump everything up too.
All right, Columbus Day.
Can we put that at 16?
Yeah, put it at the bottom of the list.
All right.
Which is probably not going to be that much for much longer. It'll probably be Indigenous People Day.
Veterans Day.
Start at the bottom, move it up. I celebrate it, but I get a lot of enjoyment out of it, but I don't feel I need a day. But
so where, like, when you say put it at the bottom or that the lowest spot
the
right
lowest
now?
Spot,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you say? Lowest spot?
The lowest open spot.
The lowest open spot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'd put that at like
4.
2.
And
Split
I know
the
it's low
difference.
for you, Chris, but yeah, 4 for me.
Didn't we put New Year's at 4?
Nope, that was
New Year's at 3.
Oh, New Year's is 3?
Yeah.
I like Thanksgiving better than New Year's.
Do you like Thanksgiving better than New Year's, Jeremy?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll put it above it right now in 2, and then we can change it. Okay. Christmas.
1.
Oh, this doesn't even freaking have Halloween on there.
You can add Halloween, especially if you said that this thing counted only 12.
Oh yeah, cool. So it counts the day before. It counts New Year's Eve and then the day
Who doesn't
after
put
Christmas.
Halloween? I mean, are these just days
These are
off?
just federal holidays.
Stupid. Okay, well.
What if I go official holiday? Okay, let's just go all holidays and observances. We can figure this out.
Dang, you're going to be sorting through a few.
Okay, well, so do we want to include stuff like Groundhog Day?
No.
Nah.
Okay. St. Patrick's Day.
So Jeremy really loves the corned beef and cabbage that my mom makes.
So below the 4th.
Okay.
The next open spot below the 4th.
Was that 7?
6.
6?
And Christmas, you can put number 1. December would suck without Christmas.
Easter.
It can go below the last
I
one.
enjoy Easter.
Below the last one.
So like 7 or
Yeah.
Really? You'd put Easter down at 7?
I would put Easter on the bottom of the list. Easter's a joke holiday.
I love Easter.
As a kid,
Easter is worse than Thanksgiving.
but Easter has the hidden eggs. My grandma would always put eggs out in the yard.
We
We'd go.
never did that. We just got a basket of stuff sometimes.
No, I actually used to do Easter egg hunts, and it was fun.
All right, that's why. So I'll put Easter at 7.
Yep.
I love how Jeremy gets to overrule me.
I don't know. That's my charisma.
I know you got the Christmas vote, I guess. So, National Explosive Ordnance Disposal Day.
Yeah, that's gonna be. We'll just
Yeetus, deletus, that one.
gone off the list.
That's real funny, though.
We're just taking it off the holiday list.
Do you want to do Flag Day?
No.
This
That's
isn't
like,
Sheldon Cooper fun with flags. No flag. Day.
she'll be like, number 1, please.
Let's see what else we got here. We've got the Air Force's birthday.
Nope. Hate it. Should have stayed a part of the army.
Okay, so Halloween. Where did we decide to put that?
For me, it's 3 or 2. But you guys,
All right, so we'll just finish filling this in, and then we'll just go over our list and reorder. Cyber Monday.
Oh, I
not a
love Cyber
holiday.
Monday. But it's not a
though.
holiday.
No.
Do we want to do Super Bowl? Do you want to count?
No.
that?
No, that's not a holiday.
It's more of a holiday than a lot of these holidays.
I know, but
Law Day.
What day?
Law.
You.
like we're glad we have law that separates us from the animals.
I don't know what it's for.
All lawyers are like, it's a day for me.
It's a day where they settle on every class action lawsuit.
Okay. So what we have so far, we have nothing in 9 and 10. So based on what we were doing as we were filling this out, it is Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, Halloween, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Memorial Day, Veterans Day, Martin Luther King, Labor Day, Juneteenth, President's Day, Inauguration Day, Columbus Day.
Perfect list.
I know Chris wants Halloween to go up further. What was number 3?
New Year's Eve.
I think I'd put Halloween before New Year's.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I love handing candy out to kids. It's great. And now dressing Chip up, it's amazing.
Kara's Twitter handle, little kid lover.
Don't,
That's not my joke. It's totally the
don't
Office.
be gross. Don't be gross.
It's The Office.
I know it's the Office.
Michael Scott puts his handle as little kid lover on an online dating site. It's like, I want people to know that I like children. It's funny.
Lord.
All right, so your guys' official list that you're going with is Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, New Year's Eve, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Easter Day. Easter should probably be above St. Patrick's for you guys, don't you think?
What food do you like more, Jeremy? Easter or St. Patty's?
St. Patty's.
There you go.
All right. Memorial Day, Veterans Day, MLK, Labor Day, Juneteenth, President's Day, Inauguration Day, Columbus Day.
Correct.
Perfect.
So the bottom half of the list, I guess, is fine with me.
What would you do different?
So I would go,
Then Christmas for Chris.
let's see here. I go Halloween, Christmas,
New Year?
4th of July,
4th of July.
New Year's Eve. What else do we have here? Thanksgiving, then, I guess.
I love it. Thanksgiving, I guess.
After that, Chris is like, I
and
really
then
don't
literally
care.
everything else is like a 14-way tie for the worst holiday.
It's true. It's true.
That's hilarious.
Like, honestly, like if I were doing, I'd probably move Easter to underneath between Inauguration Day and Columbus Day.
Dang.
I could just get Columbus Day being such a horrible holiday suddenly. And there was like, what did you do on Columbus Day? Nothing. Learn about Christopher Columbus, the whole myth and lie that was.
That's with all those holidays at the end. You don't do anything. You get some sales on President's Day, but that's about it. President's Day sales. I'm sure you've made a few of those commercials.
Oh yeah, plenty of those. So yeah, but so the thing is like Easter, Thanksgiving, Memorial Day, and Labor Day are all basically the same holiday to me in terms of like, it's like if you want to get together with family and have a meal. That's that holiday.
Ostensibly what those holidays are. Yeah.
And
like
literally
the
everything
get-together
else
family
is 4th of
holidays.
July without fireworks.
That's true.
So,
So that's why the 4th rate's higher, is because it's all of that
Yep.
with family, but with explosions.
and it's in the summer instead of,
So you would probably love EOD Day.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Chris would have loved the Explosives Day.
so yeah. So we didn't even put Valentine's Day on here.
No.
We'll just put Valentine's Day in between Memorial Day and Veterans Day. How about that?
I like Valentine's Day.
Would you put it above Easter?
Off the top of your head,
Maybe not.
what holidays are in Holiday Inn?
What holidays
There's
are in
definitely
what?
Valentine's. There is Abraham Lincoln's birthday. There is the 4th of July. There's Christmas. There's New Year's.
The classic Christmas movie Holiday Inn, the one where they're only
Valentine's is
open during the holidays.
actually, I mean, Valentine's Day's in there, but he didn't do anything.
'Cause it was pretty new for that one.
No, because he had written the song for her, for Linda, and then she ended up going off with Fred Astaire's character.
Fred Astaire, that dog.
I said Easter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are we listing here? I missed the setup.
So Holiday Inn, it's Bing Crosby.
And Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers,
holiday
and
movie where he opens up an inn, but it's only open during the holidays.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was funny because it's like a snapshot of time. There was not in nearly as many of these holidays he actually opens for.
they
That's what I was
open on
saying.
New Year's,
They do New Year's, Valentine's Day,
Abraham's birthday.
Abraham's birthday.
It's the one where
I
they're
don't even
dressed
think
up
he
in
does the 4th of
colonial. I
July.
think they do George Washington's birthday. They do the 4th of July because that's when Fred Astaire does his tap dancing thing with the little pop thingies. And that's when Linda gets mad at Bing's character.
Oh, Bing who, Kara?
Bing Crosby.
Oh, see, I thought you were talking about Chandler Bing.
Bing Crosby's character and goes off with Fred Astaire's character. Yeah.
All right. So for what it's worth, May 1st is Explosive Ordnance Disposal Day. Maybe we'll celebrate by exploding something.
A Lego.
There we go. We'll blow up a Lego something.
The Elf Clubhouse.
I will murder you. Nope.
So anyway, that is the definitive tier ranking
We'll blow
list
up Darth
of
Vader's
the holidays that
castle.
matter.
No, you stay away from Vader's castle. Vote in the comments, Vader's castle or the Elf Clubhouse.
So it would go from being moose to close to moose to far away.
Boo. All right,
That's
take
the noise
us
that
out,
an
Chris.
explosion will make.
Right?
All right. Anyway, I think that's about it. We have made it to the time. We successfully wasted another 90 minutes of all of your lives.
Don't say it like that.
There's potential. I will be streaming tonight. I will post for sure in Discord.
All right. So if you are listening, actually, not to air business on the thing, but so is Tuesday the day you're putting the podcast out now, Jeremy?
Wait, we'll push it to Wednesday.
Is it that hard to click the button?
It isn't, but Wednesdays, it just has it's halfway,
Okay, as well. So did the last one go out on Wednesday? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you're listening to the audio version of the podcast, why not watch it earlier and go to YouTube instead of wasting your time just listening to us instead of also staring at our gorgeous faces? If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for joining us there. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell to be notified every time we upload new videos. You may have noticed we're uploading clips from the show as well. So if you don't have time to watch the entire thing, you can catch the highlight moments. If you are watching us live on Twitch on Saturday nights at 7 o'clock Central, thank you for joining us live and interacting with us. And I think that's all of the things. So thank you guys so much for watching. And of course,
May the force be with you.
Rub your shoulders.